As far as the movies that Disney released in 1985, it is interesting that Return to Oz got as big of a push as it did on VHS. Hello fellow Ozians, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to with a VHS poster. Since Return to Oz didn't have that many releases from Disney on VHS, whopping 2, there was really only one big promotional push for it on VHS, and that was its December 1985 release. So we'll be looking at a poster that promoted the release. And that was this poster. The artwork features a composite of different things. There is a still of Dorothy, Tick-Tock, and Billina, and the rest of it I'm not entirely sure where it came from. It is interesting how much Disney was trying to market Return to Oz for the same sort of person that would go out to see the MGM film. From the way that the Yellow Brick Road looks, with this curb, and the poppies, and Dorothy wearing the ruby slippers, it all seems very MGM. Even down to the bubble letter Return to Oz logo. They've unfortunately gotten rid of that wonderful font that they created for the original posters for the film and given us a sort of MGM variant. The director of Return to Oz, Walter Murch, talked about how Disney changed the poster artwork for the theatrical release of the film. What I think he was really talking about was this poster for the VHS release, because that artwork for the theatrical release is beautiful. Now, even though this doesn't represent the film, not really. I like it. I think it's different. There's not too many different options, at least that we've had over the years, for new Return to Oz artwork, so it's at least interesting and different to see this particular artwork. This is, unfortunately, another one of those strangely sized posters. For some strange reason, this one is just a couple inches smaller from a standard US 1-sheet, which should be a 27 by 41, at least at this time. Today, it's a 27 by 40. And this poster is somewhere around 26 by 39. It's a little weird. So you can see that I have this in front of a whole bunch of other Wizard of Oz posters that I have flattened inside this particular frame. It's much better to have your different posters flat than to be stored inside a tube, because, well, things could happen in that tube. I've stored posters differently over the years, and some of my posters that have been in rolls didn't fare too well because they actually created new creases that were not in the poster originally. So it's always a good idea to have your posters flattened in something. As far as the movies that Disney released in 1985, it is interesting that Return to Oz got as big of a push as it did on VHS. Even though its theatrical run here in the States wasn't what Disney wanted, it is interesting that they did a big push for the VHS release of Return to Oz, versus, say, The Black Cauldron, which didn't even get a release until the 90s. Disney obviously had some sort of faith in Return to Oz to have a big push for it on VHS, and that's definitely apparent with this poster artwork. If you're interested in adding this poster to your collection, it could be a little difficult to find one that is rolled. I have been looking for this poster for well over a decade, rolled, as most of the ones that you see online are folded. And I knew there had to be at least one that was rolled. Probably spent a little bit too much on this poster, but I really wanted it, so I got it. Anyways, do you collect any VHS promotional material? Let's have a discussion down in the comments section. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.